QAnon. What is it? Where did it come from? Who is involved? Today, I'd like to just sit here for a minute and regale to you the wacky and incredible subculture that is QAnon. This subculture in particular generated a lot of buzz and controversy, especially in the years surrounding the 2020 US election. So, first of all, what is QAnon? Well, at its core, QAnon is a far-right conspiracy theory that emerged in the United States, alleging of a secret plot against President Donald Trump by a deep state cabal involved in child trafficking and other nefarious activities. Followers of this movement often engage in online forums, share cryptic messages, and attend rallies in person. Despite having a real-world physical presence in its later shapes, this movement originally started as a highly digital and community-driven phenomenon. When did QAnon begin and how did it develop? Well, the movement can be traced back to online forums posted on 4chan, all the way back to 2017, anonymous online posts claiming insider knowledge. Since then, it has grown into a broader movement with various interpretations and followers in additional different websites. What was happening in society during QAnon's rise, and how did it influence the subculture? Well, to boil it down in simple terms, since I'm not a poli-sci major, so my knowledge in this particular subject is a little bit limited and very surface level. My understanding is that the political and social climate in the US during this time was scarred by polarization and mistrust. QAnon tapped into these sentiments and provided a narrative that resonated with quite a lot of people, an alarming amount of people, to be honest. Fueling a fire inside of people that felt disenfranchised by progressive policy, and some of these people saw Donald Trump as a messiah figure, a Jesus figure, quite literally. Now let's discuss the positives and some of the toxic elements. On the positive side, some people argue that it fostered a sense of community for the followers of this movement. I guess people can get together and share spaces that to them feel safe to bounce in on the rhetoric. However, these conspiracy theories and baseless claims made in online sites can fester. They can gather quite a bit of traction, and this traction can lead to real-world harm and misinformation, like insurrections. How has QAnon influenced mainstream society? Well, if you look back at some of the political coverage of the time, it absolutely is evident that QAnon seeped into mainstream discourse, influencing political discussions and even gaining attention from some political figures, politicians, media anchors, newspapers, influencers. Everybody was talking about this topic back in the day. And some of the coverage would involve absolutely insane, wild moments that are forever. News publications and social media figures constantly covering the movement's shenanigans. Absolutely wild and unbelievable moments are forever now etched in film when you look up QAnon on YouTube. Why is QAnon fascinating to some? Well, for those involved, the allure may lie in the sense of being part of a secret mission against perceived corruption. It feels like to them that they are fighting evil. They're heroes in their own stories. However, the lack of credible evidence raises concerns about the validity of those beliefs and how really concerning the current state of education is in the US. For others, like me, for example, just watching real life becomes so much more fictional than actual fantasy. Where is QAnon headed in the near future? As the spectacle of the movement has died down in the past year or so, and as more members either wake up from the spell of QAnon, they get banned from every social media website, or they're sent to jail from the insurrection thing, the movement only faces increasing scrutiny. It remains yet to be seen how this will impact the trajectory of the movement. However, I think with the upcoming 2024 election, my bet is that there is still more stirring in this beast that we can expect. Hopefully not for the sake of sanity, but who knows? Anything is possible. And there it is. There it was. A brief explanation of QAnon. Remember, if you found this video informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and figure out what the real problems in our world are, okay? Like the economy. Man, why are Cocoa Pebbles $6.99 now?